Welcome to online studies of Ashadeep International School. Standard 9, Subject Mathematics, Chapter 1, Number System. So let's start with the example. We see the theory part in the previous lecture, right? So let me repeat it for you. So there are the three types of number. Numbers are of three types, and that is the terminating, then non-terminating, recurring, and non-terminating non-recurring, right? So these two numbers are the rational number which we can write in the form of p by q, and this we cannot write in the form of p by q, right? So these are the short theory. Now show that is a rational number. In other words, express this number in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers, where q is not equal to 0. So very simple, right? In the 5th standard, we know. Now we just need to calculate these numbers. 1 4 2 6 1 4 2 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So how many numbers are there after the points? So after the points we have 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 number. So divided by 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 zeros. So this is in the form of p by q, and where q is not equals to 0, right? So this is that much simple. Now let's move ahead with another sum. Show that 0.333, or you can say 0.3 bar, that we'll see in the previous lecture, expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are the integers, right? Now remember one thing. Now here, first of all, let x is equals to 0.3 bar. 0.3 bar. So how many numbers are repeated? Only one number is repeated. So one number repeated means 1 0. That means what? We need to multiply both the side with 10. Multiply on both the side with 10. So it becomes 10x is equals to 3.3, to 0.3 bar, right? So now 10 multiplied by 0.333 is on and on and on. So if you multiply these two numbers, it becomes 3.333, goes on and on and on. So that means what? It's nothing but the 10x is equals to 3.3 bar. And what is the first equation? The first equation is what? That is x is equals to 0.3. Now this is the equation number 1 and this is the equation number 2. Now subtract equation number 1 and 2. So that is, left side is subtracted from the left side, and the right side is subtracted from the right side. So 10 minus 1, it becomes 9x is equals to 3.3 bar minus 3 bar is nothing but the 3. So 9x is equals to 3. 9x is equals to 3. In the 8th standard we learned that now 9 from the multiplication to the division. That's why x is equals to 3 divided by 9. This is got, answer is 3. So what is the final answer? Final answer is x is equals to 1 upon 3. Right? So that same thing, see here, notice here, x is equals to 0.333. Now here tricks comes in a look. If the one number is repeated, we need to multiply it with the 10. If it is like that, 0.57, bar. Then we have to multiply it with 100. If it is in the form of 0.03 bar, then simple, it's a one only number repeated, right? So it's a multiply by 10. If 1.278 and the bar is on the 7-8, so bar is up on the two numbers only, so multiplied with 100, right? Some examples I'll give you here. Now let's move ahead. Now here comes, right, 10x, so you multiply it here. Now 0.33, since that we see now 10x is equals to 3x. The subtraction is not done here, I'll just do it that, right? The same thing is that here it is a comparison, you just put the value of x instead, and the answer is 1 on 3. Show that expressed in the form of p by q, right, where q is not equals to 0. So here how many numbers are repeated? Two numbers are repeated. How many numbers are repeated? 2. So multiply it with 100. See, x is equals to 1.27. So multiply it with 100. So 100x is equals to 127.27 x. Sorry. Right? Now subtract this equation. Subtract simply, right? So it is nothing but the 100x minus x is equals to 127.27 bar minus 0.27 bar, right? So we come here on this, that is nothing but the 99x is equals to 126, and now you can say the 99 from the multiplication it goes to the division, right? And you can just cut that down and you will get this 44 on 11. I hope you get this one. Once again, let me repeat it for you. See here, two numbers are repeated, and that is why x is equals to 1.27 bar. So multiply it with 100. So multiply it with 100x is equals to 127. Sorry, it's not work properly. 100x is equals to 127.27 bar, and x is equals to 1.27 bar. Now subtract these two equations. So 100 minus x, it is becomes 99x is equals to 127.27 minus 1.27 is nothing but the 126. So the answer is 126 by 99. Now let's move ahead with another sum. The sum number 9. Show that, see how many numbers are repeated here. Only two numbers are repeated, and we need to represent in the form of p by x. So the first thing is x is equals to, let the x is equals to 0.235 bar, right? Now multiply it with 100. So 100x is equals to, I will multiply it with 100, so the point becomes here. So it is nothing but the 23.535353. So it's a bar on a 53, right? Now subtraction is very much important. Subtraction is take important part over here. So how can we subtract it? So just see it very carefully. See, I have to subtract 23.53 23.53 and 53 goes on and on and on. And from what? So it is nothing but the 0.2 3 5 3 5, right? So 3 3 cut, sorry, 3 3 cut, 5 5 cut, 3 3 cut. Observe here, see, 2 3 5 3, 3 3 cut, 5 5 cut, 3 3 cut, right? So 5 minus 2, 5 minus 2 is what? 3, and 23 as it is, right? See, if you don't get that subtraction, let me do it once again. Say it's a 23.5353 and 0 point, and goes on and on and on, and 0.23535 on and on and on. So 3 3 cut, 5 5 cut, 3 3 cut. Now 2 minus 5, or you can say 5 minus 2 is nothing but the 3, and here 23 as it is, so answer is 23.3, right? So 99x is equals to 233, I mean 23.3, right? See here, I hope you get that one, right? Now let's move ahead. So this is the answer, right? Okay, once again I'm repeating here. Here, see, let x is equals to 0.235 bar, then multiply it with the x. Now this is the equation 1, this is the equation 2, subtract both the equation. Here another method is given, right, that I'm also going to explain, but that is a bit challenging to understand. But subtract this equation, right? So 100x minus x, it becomes 99x, right? And 2.35 bar, and subtract it from, right, this one. So it is nothing but the simple. So if you want to take a bar as it is, that is also fine. Just I'm going to subtract it here. See, 2 3.53 bar. Twenty-three point 5353 on and on and on, and 0.2353, right? 3 3 cut, 5 5 cut, 3 3 cut, 5 minus 2 3, and 23.3, right? Because after this dot the numbers are continuously, those and those numbers are only 3 5 3 5 3 5, so those 3 5 3 5 are going to be the cut. That is why answer is 230 23.3, right? So this is what the answer is, right? So you might have a question, sir, can I write this in the form of 23.3 divided by 10? Is it correct answer? No, this answer is not correct. Why? Because in the definition, p is an integer, and here it is a decimal, it is a rational, right? So we need to remove that point, and here you have to write down the 0, right? So, and this is the method, another method. See, how can you do that, right? See here, multiply by 100. Then what you have to do, you simply have to do 23.3 common. Why? Because you need to write down here, you need to compulsorily write down here this number. So how can you get that number? That is simple, subtract this number from this number. That way you can get this one, right? So this is a bit challenging method, so better you just go with this equation number 1, equation number 2, and solve this method. I write this method over here because it is given in the textbook, right? Now let's move ahead. Both the methods are right. In the mathematics, right, there is a lots of method for doing or solving one sum, but you can choose any method. No one can gives you the wrong, even in the board examination. Find out the irrational number between 1 on 7 and 2 on 7. Now what is 1 on 7? 142857. What is 2 on 7? So this only two things you need to find. Only these two things you need to find. Find out an irrational number. Only one irrational number I have to write down, right? So if I find out these two numbers, I can write down infinite numbers. I can write down infinite irrational number in between these two numbers. How? First thing, the first necessary thing is the number must be 1 4 greater than this. The number must be greater than this and less than this. How? So 0.16. This is greater than 1 on 7 but less than 2 on 7, right? Now you can write down anything. 0 1 6 0 0 1 6 0 0 0 1 6. Are these repeating number? No. Any number is not repeating. It's a 160, it's a 1600, it's a 16,000, right? So number is not repeated. So that is the irrational number. If the number is non-terminating, non-recurring, then it is an irrational number, right? So the same example is written over here, and that is 150, 1500, 15,000, 150,000, right? So this is irrational number. So you can write down any example, ample of example you can create on your own. This kind of an exam ask in the examination. See the last question for today. See, in the previous lecture I have let you understood that how can you define that whether the given fraction or whether the given number is a terminating or a non-terminating, simply by seeing the denominator. Okay, how? See 100. How can I write down 100? 2 100. How can I write it down? 2 multiplied by 50. It's a 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. 5 5s are 25. 25 2s are 50. 50 2s are 100. It is a multiple of only 2 and 5. If the number is only a multiple of 2 and 5, then it is a terminating. That is why it is a terminating. Okay, now let's move ahead. 11. 11. It is not a multiple of 2 and 5. That is why it is a non-terminating recurring. That is why it is a 1 on 11. Where is 1 on 11? Here. So this is the answer. Right? 0.09 bar. So it is a non-terminating, non-recurring. See here, denominator is 8. 8 is nothing but the 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So it is a multiple of only 2. That is why it is a terminating term. Right? See here, it is a terminating term. Now 13. See, 13 is a prime number. It is not the multiple of 2 and 5 or 2 or 5. So that is why it is a non-terminating, non-recurring. Same thing here, non-terminating, non-recurring. But 400, it's nothing but the 4 multiplied by 100. 100 we can already see here, 2 and 5. And this is the multiple of only 2. That is why this is the terminating term, right? So by only seeing the denominator, you can judge the number whether it is a rational number or the irrational number. But see one thing, if I write down here 25, see, we can cut this, we can reduce this denominator. So whatever answer you can write, first of all you need to reduce that denominator, right? So how can I reduce it? So it is a 25 3s are 25 25 cut. Now in the denominator there is a 3. If it is other than 2 and 5, then it is a non-terminating recurring. So by seeing you might think that this number might be a terminating term, but after the calculation you can see here in the denominator there is a 3. Similarly, if you can write down 5 by 15, so 15 is nothing but the 5 multiplied by 3, 5 cut. So in the denominator there is a 3. That is why it is a non-terminating recurring. One more example, 3 upon 15. See, it's a 5 into 3, 3 cut. In the denominator there is a 5 only. So if it is a 5, 2 or 5 or 2, anything, it must be only 5, only 2 or the combination of 5 and 2, then and only then the number is become the terminating term. But here in the same manner here I got only 5, that is why the term is terminating. So these are the some examples from you can clear down your concept, right? The maths is run on the concepts only. So that's it for today. We'll see in the next lecture another sums of exercise 1.3. Till then, bye bye. Work hard, study hard, stay home, stay safe, and utilize this time in a very meaningful way.